So I came to Born to Run 2019, and I had never seen a person that was disabled on a trail running. I myself was timid and asking questions like, are you sure that this is all right? I've been to 6 or 7 races since then, big races, and I've still yet to see another person with a disability out there. I only know that we exist through social media. We need to figure out a way to incorporate adaptive athlete like a division. So the idea was to create this race as entry level and an access point for people that maybe have never imagined themselves on a trail. They get to come to this place, they get to experience trail running, they get to experience the community, and it's for them. It's an invitation for all adaptive athletes, all people that see themselves as disabled, to come and enjoy the outdoors. Part of my mission is to be visible. How does anybody ever see themselves anywhere? They see somebody that looks like them doing something, so then they go try it out.
Sean was born about 2 months premature. Before I had even seen him for the very first time, the doctors were coming in to tell us that he'd had a brain hemorrhage.
When the doctor came to us talking about all the things that he wouldn't be able to do or probably wouldn't be able to do, there was definitely a moment of despair. We got through that, and then it became less of spending all of our time thinking about what he couldn't do. When we first heard about Born to Adapt, I was a little intimidated. I was thinking, are we gonna fit in? We weren't quite sure.
Going up, up,
Going
up,
up, up, up, up, up, up, up, up.
It's always been an aspiration to go outdoors. We just had to find different ways to achieve those. The wheelchair project started very early on. The necessity was how to create stuff where Sean could just be a kid and have a good time and have fun. That's the bracket we gotta build. The way we may have envisioned that goal changed, but the aspirations and all the efforts and the fruits of it were still going to be there. We're still going to have a great time together, do all these fun things together. We're going to go out any way we can.
I already carried you out from the
we've
garage once.
We've been putting shrinking chemicals on you, Sean. Next year you're going to be smaller again, right?
Next year I'll be bigger.
Oh no, really?
Yes.
We're trying to shrink you back to a little tiny thing. It's not working.
Hey, it's not supposed to be working.
Oh man, you're so big. Oh.
This is a tremendous honor for us to have the Ramirez family here with us. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I love each and every one of you. Run! Organize! My own damn fault! It's my own damn fault! 3, 2, 1.
We're towing in Shawnee's rig.
One of his physical therapists is actually here, and her goal is to run 150 miles. Lee Scarborough. As soon as we made this chair, she said, hey, there's this event, and I really think you guys ought to consider participating in it.
For the last 4 years, I've been treating Sean as a PT patient. And basically in my office, I have this beautiful picture of the Topa Topa Mountains in Ojai, which is where I live. And Sean always wants to get up and go trail running, wants to go hiking, backpacking with his dad. And so I found out about Born to Adapt. I was so excited about it because it was right around the time that Sean's dad, Frank, had built him his wheelchair rig that was made for off-road adventuring. For Sean, this is something that he's been dreaming about for years.
Probably the only
I want to do 25 miles.
25 miles.
Yeah, you better find 25 people.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I think we should stick to that one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we could please have your undivided attention. If you can hear my voice, we'd sure like you to come over here right now. We're about to introduce to you our adaptive athletes that are going to be competing today.
My name is Luis Escobar, and I am the race director of the Born to Run Ultra Marathon Extravaganza. Zachary Friedley talked to me about creating some sort of an event that was specific for adaptive athletes.
We have Sean W.
Sean has a goal of completing 25 miles. We're looking for people to help Sean pacing.
He came up with this idea of hosting Born to Adapt. He's the type of person that can create opportunity for people in his community and beyond. And I just knew that this is somebody that I wanted to work with.
Santa Barbara, California. Matt Lowe coming up and over the hill.
Next up, we have Joy K.
My name is Joy. I am participating in the Born to Adapt run.
And a smile on this kid's face.
I had a stroke back in 2017, so it kind of took me out of trail running. But now I have an AFO brace that allows me to be out here, allows me to run smoother, better. I may not have been born to adapt to an ability, but I've had to adapt to something new, something that changed the way I walk, I move, I run.
Let me tell you about this kid right here. She's been to a bunch of our races.
My name is Zenith Gonzalez. I used to be an incredibly strong long-distance runner, and I have a progressive illness called polycystic kidney disease. So my kidneys progressively over time just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until they fail. And at that point, I'm going to need to have a kidney transplant.
Next we have Brian T.
And it's just gotten harder and harder to run, but that's what I love to do, and that's what I'm really passionate about.
You're going to take the Caballo Blanco oath right now with me. You guys want to do it? All right, we got to the bridge, and we were about to cross, and you can read this in the book, Born to Run. He said, raise your right hand. So raise your right hand. And he said, if I get hurt, come on, with some enthusiasm. If I get hurt, lost, or die, it's my own damn fault. Line up right there, it's 10 o'clock. This is the first time that this has ever happened. Thank you so much for being here. 3, 2, 1.
What Zach has created is a space that is inclusive to all athletes, adaptive athletes and athletes of all kinds running together. It's really special.
I went through a phase of depression, self-acceptance. In the end, it's all about how you want to perceive it. It took me time to adapt to it. You know, I didn't want to wear the brace at first because I was afraid of the questions, afraid of the staring, afraid of just whatever. You learn to kind of just knock it out because in the very end, you're not running for them. You're running for yourself.
It's a nice little hill. I love it.
It's you and you and the trail.
Absolutely.
Hang out.
Touch the mat, touch the sack, whatever you want,
What's up, Tom?
Yay! All right!
How is it?
You know, it was really meaningful to me to have Lee, as somebody who's been instrumental in Sean's care for so many years, to be the first one to pull him that first mile.
Thing ever.
It's just so cool to see him out there.
Thank you for being a part of it.
Having these athletes have a place to come and really shine so bright was just incredible.
You know, if you put it up, it bounces.
Katie.
Okay, no.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
And this is PJ.
Hey, buddy, you ready to run a
They
lap?
wanted to run with you.
Let's
Don't believe
do
what
it.
says about PJ. He's fine. Who we got? Mike, you up?
I've done 3 laps so far.
He's good now. I couldn't stop crying. I was coming down the hill and I was crying, talking to everyone, ring the bell, and it was like, so cool, so cool. Oh my God. Without crying, that was the coolest thing I've done. To hear that young man talk the whole way. I encourage all of you, if you can run, walk fast, come over and give him a ride.
Beautiful. There was one, if I remember, his name was Ryan, and just watching him run was just a beautiful thing because he was just pumping it out, just back and forth, and I thought it's just awesome to see. I mean, Sean, his smile just blew me away. It was beautiful.
I was extremely inspired by one of the girls I met who had a stroke.
I mean, this event was important because last Sunday was actually my 5th year anniversary for my stroke. So it's kind of good to be out here, good health, good heart, you know, you gotta push it out.
And just to be able to get out here after a stroke and be able to not be able to move half your body and to be not wanting to give up.
Yeah.
I mean, things happen to people and things happen to runners, but it's in our blood to get out there and to keep pushing ourselves and to try to finish.
And I had gone up to the far end of the course to the turnaround point and was waiting up at the top of this hill for Sean to come up and to see Zach being the one to run up with him. That was just one of the highlights for me.
Zachary Friedley sees things that most people don't see. He sees the world from a different perspective. I believe Zach. I believe in what he's doing.
The experience I want Born to Adapt athletes to have is an experience where they feel invited, where they feel supported, where they feel seen, where they get to experience the outdoors in a way that's transformational like it is for everybody else. Woo! It's awesome.
That was so cool. To see you come up there with him. That was awesome.
It was awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
11 miles for my first last win? Are you serious right now? I did it!
My favorite moment of the day was every time I came up the hill and everybody was cheering for me at the top of the hill saying, okay, you got this, another mile, you can do it.
No one can ever say like, I can't run trails. There's just living proof that you can. You just have to try.
So I feel like it was so great. I was so grateful to do it, and I really hope to do it next year. And I'm hoping for everything to go well and no incidents.
And how many miles are you gonna do?
25.